Welcome. Get your asses in here. Welcome. Welcome.
Now they always do about this time.
Welcome to another episode of.
You're just trying to think of what episode it was.
Yeah, I don't know what episode it is. What episode is it?
The one I just exported is episode 25.
So this is welcome to episode 26. Oh my goodness, 26.
We're here.
We here, brother.
Yeah.
Episode 26. For that ass. For that ass.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, man. Hell yeah, dude. Shit, man. Motherfucking shit. I'm gonna tell you one thing. This is what I've been having. So, like, one thing I know for sure is that out of sight, out of mind is some real shit. So, like, I got this book, so I can make sure I can focus on my one thing, and then, like, it kind of like left its motherfucking like stratosphere as all this other bullshit was going on. But like, I prop it up on my desk right here, so that way every time I walk by shit, I always got to see it. Like, all right, well, what's the one thing I got to be focusing on, right? Because like, if you think about the Pareto principle, 80-20 rule and shit, like you get 80% of your productivity from 20% of your efforts. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what's that one thing?
Yeah. Hey, you know what's crazy? Wait, I don't mean to. Am I cutting you off?
Nope.
Was that like a dramatic pause?
No, that was it.
My bad.
Dramatic pause.
I was like, was that like a dramatic pause?
Dun, dun, dun.
No, I was watching. Yeah, that's for effect. Make sure you do those dramatic pauses for effect. I was watching I don't know what I was watching. I was watching a video. I think I was watching some like anime videos or something on Facebook. And then one popped up where it was like what you were saying about 20% of your time is usually like your productivity time, whatever, right? That your most effective productivity time. The guy was saying like he's like, yeah, he's all just take frequent breaks. Like if you're going to be studying for like 5 hours, he's all study for 30 minutes or an hour, like however, gauge how your interest peaks, right? So he's like, study for like 30 minutes to an hour. He's all, take that 20-minute break, play video games, jump up, start singing, do something. And then when you come back to do what you're supposed to be working on, you're going to be more focused on that instead of dragging it on, like just studying it right there. So taking frequent breaks helps a lot. And it does. I can vouch for that. I bullshit. You call it bullshitting, but it's not. Like, because if you go back to it, like when I go and make a beat, like, oh shoot, and I'll go to where I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'll stop. I'll go and I'll play with my daughter or my son or whatever. I'm like, I'll come back and I'm like, I'm right in it. I'm like, shit, right, And shit. Yeah, I vouch for that. I think that's real.
That's another method. So the first method is telling you about the Pareto principle with the 80-20 rule. And then there's this other method called the Pomodoro, Pomodoro, Pomodoro method, where fucking, that was me remembering, no dramatic pause.
Where
you fucking work in 26-minute spurts or some shit like that. It's like you work for 26 minutes, then you take your break, and then you work for like 20 minutes, then you take a break, and like you alternate like how much the break is, but you always getting a break at a certain period of time, and that shit is not like an hour cram, as opposed to like make it be more efficient in terms of like how much you retain.
Yeah, 26 minutes. That's a weird number to stop at, Yeah, because you'd be like, 30 minutes. And then like, yeah, it's like specific 26 minutes, 20 seconds. You stop. Next one's at 27 minutes. But imagine like that's crazy. That means they did studying for that shit for it to be so specific.
Like, look it up, Pomodoro. It'll tell you why it's that. But like, I don't know that part right now to regurgitate it. But yeah, crazy. Pomodoro.
Pomodoro.
Yeah, Pomodoro.
Like Pomodoro.
Yeah. like
Okay.
Marco Polo, but Pomodoro.
It works either way.
For real, man.
So, hey
But
man, so we know we don't really do this that often, but uh we always choose backgrounds for our visual listeners and viewers. Who'd you pick for today? Why'd you pick
man,
why'd you pick him?
yo, so I picked them. I watched it. So I was sitting here chilling, thinking like, all right, what show I'm gonna put up here? And then I was like, I almost put up Ninja Turtles, but I was gonna put up Ninja Turtles the game. And I was like, oh shit, hell, put up games. We always put up shows and shit. I'm like, well, we put up Lakers and shit. All the shit is basically just interest, right?
Hmm.
And then I'm like, let me go back to a show. And I was like, sales at work. And I'm like, I don't want to do sales at work right now because I ain't really on it. You know, I just know about it. I know like 6 episodes worth of shit. I'm like, but
Mm.
with this shit, like, you know, I'm at least like when I go to my fucking not Crunchyroll, my VRV app on my iPad, like I'm some seasons in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm some seasons in. Just like how I'm seasons in with Naruto, but I think I'll finish this shit faster than Naruto for sure. So, I was sitting there and I was thinking about like, all right, I had a picture of Deku that I was gonna put up first, and
Hmm.
then it was a picture of Deku All Might, and I was like, and I was like, well, the reason why I fucks with Deku is because like, you know, my low self esteem side of myself, the part that cried on the
Mm.
first episode. I
Hey
cried on the
man.
first episode because I seen myself in him, man. Because that whole fact of like, you know, man, when you short, like when you come in the hood, like you got to play basketball, you got to do all this shit, like you know what I mean. But when you come out and you don't got like the best side of the sticks of all the shit that you're supposed to get when you successful out the hood based off just looks alone, you know, um, you look at yourself
Yeah.
a certain way. Like you ain't got no quirk. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so when he was doing that shit, it was just like, man, like, you know, that shit fucking touched me, man. First episode. I was like, nigga, I'm teared up. Like, damn, nigga, what the fuck is this shit? And so I'm like, all right, cool, I identify with him. But then as the shit go on, I was like, dang. I'm looking at everybody else, like, you know, the high head dude and shit, and Lito with his motherfucking brother. Like, I got that shit with my brother too. Like, you know what I mean? The little brother rivalry shit. The brother's older than you, does more shit, and you living in the shadow shit. Like, I got all that shit too, whatever, blah, blah. But then I was sitting there, I was thinking about this dude, and I'm like, yeah, this dude, right? Um, Pops is not with the mama, right? This dude don't want to be nothing like his pops. Yet he got shit in him that is like his pops, you know,
Hmm.
and he can't deny it. And that's that whole thing. I feel like I ain't watched it enough, but I feel like this dude's evolution is like accepting that aspect of it. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta go through and just cause I was watching one of the homegirls do like this reading shit, right? Like fucking stars and shit. You know, I be on that shit. And
Yeah.
fucking another person was Cancer Rising. So I'm like piggybacking off what the fuck they was talking about. She said, well, with Cancer Rising people, they like to retreat into their shell. And like what this is saying right here is that for you, you need to put yourself out there. You need to you need to put your personality out there, put yourself out there, give people a chance to know your personality. And I'm like, man, when I went into that stream with Ryan that time, that's what his girlfriend told me. She was like, "Oh, you should network more. You should give people the chance to know you and all sorts of shit." And I'm just sitting there like, it is. So the other girl was talking about the other person's shit, talking about like, look, if they an Aries sun, and it's like you need to let that Aries sun show, like because the Cancer rising, and have you retreat into your shell, and you're timid, and you're not. You got to speak up for yourself, and like say what the fuck you want. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm just sitting there like, I can see all that. And so when I was thinking about this dude, like, you know what I mean? I'm like, all right, I got like we all know we got the motherfucking high head side. And then we got
Yeah.
the chill side, you know what I'm saying? And it's like 90% of the time the chill side is the one outside chilling, you know what I'm saying? 90% of the time. And then my chaotic side is the hot side. Now it could be chaotic nice or it can be chaotic crazy, but we don't try to be crazy, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. And then just this whole past thing, like I was looking at this shit when I was exporting. I'm like, fuck, why my shoulder look? I'm like, oh, I was wearing the ice on the shit. And I should, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, damn, fucking, because I broke down and cried today. um, the thing is like, I was trying to find videos and information on like, what do people do? People that live with chronic pain, people that live with chronic pain, how do they still be productive when they got a bad week? Like, cause it's easy to be on when you're on, like nigga, like, cause you're on. Like when I'm in no pain, everything's like peachy king, nigga. I'm just back to normal. Oh yeah, and then it feels like I'm being too like I got hubris. Like yeah, nigga, I'm back to normal. Then life be like, nah, nigga, don't forget you got a whole different lifestyle that you gotta live. Cause you sleep wrong. Now you're gonna be out, got a commission for 2 weeks, and then what you gonna do? You gonna stop putting out music? No. You gonna stop? You gonna feel like it? You're gonna feel like it because you don't feel like, man, it's like, ooh, I want to do this piano shit. And it's like, yeah, but sit at the fucking piano bench and fucking play right now, dude. It's like, and so when I'm looking up the videos trying to figure out what motherfuckers are saying, like playing piano with herniated discs, fucking, like I'm looking at solutions for everything instead of just wallowing in the shit. Like, oh, like even when I was doing the overdoor attraction shit, I'm like, well, nigga, I'm still gonna be able to play the keys, nigga. I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna be able to play the keys, nigga. I will get a kalimba on your motherfucking ass and still be able to play 17 keys in this bitch because I'm still learning my theory. And it's like I'm not gonna let nothing stop me from learning these keys, nigga. And it just feels like it's piling up. I don't give a fuck. And so I'm looking at the videos like, man, how the fuck? Because then another part of this shit is too is like, you know, when you live by yourself, it's like, you know, ain't nothing gonna move unless you do. So it's like you really can't even sit in this shit if you wanted to, because it's like I'm not gonna let the motherfucking house pile up. Like, yeah, I mean, you still got to take the trash out, you still got to do all the normal shit. And it's like, yeah, but you're in pain. I was like, yeah, but who else gonna do it? You know what I'm saying? So when I looked at the video, the dude Jordan Peterson said some shit to somebody, and he said, he's like, yeah, I know that chronic pain shit is hard. Because this is what they said. They said, how do you be productive if you just feel like you're in pain all day, every day? Like, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, nigga, like when I'm seeing what people talking about with this shit, I understand firsthand. It ain't no, oh, sympathy. Yeah, I understand how I feel. Nah, nigga, I know what you've been through. So then he going through on the shit and he's like, fuck, trying to figure out what to say and shit. And then towards the end of the thing, he said, man, I think the better question more is like, how can, he's like, doing what you can, obviously, but being compassionate with yourself, being compassionate enough with yourself to not put yourself in a guilt trip. Because he said sometimes the reason why the shit that you're going through is the reason why the shit you're going through, right? So the chronic pain is the reason why you don't feel productive, because you can't feel productive because you're in pain to do shit. But it ain't your fault that you feel in pain and you don't feel like doing shit. And so you shouldn't double it up with guilt to say, oh, nah, nigga, now you really ain't shit because now you really can't do shit. You want to do shit, but you can't do shit and you ain't doing shit. And it's like, yeah, but nigga, it's the situation you in, my nigga. So it's like towards the end of the thing, he said, try to feel, the question should be more focused. How can I rid myself of guilt and be compassionate to myself on weeks, and then worry about little shit that you can do to be productive? I'm like, all right. Because like at the end of the day, we're doing this. I still put out a cook-up session. I still put out a single. So it's like at the bare minimum, we still did a podcast episode, still did a YouTube episode, and we still put out a motherfucking song for the whole motherfucking world. And it's like, the shit was hard. And like, normally I don't post that shit, but then like, I'm like, you know what? I know when I post it, some motherfuckers gonna look at it like, oh, this new like pity party kind of shit, this nigga looking for sympathy or whatever the fuck. And it's not that. It's the fact that since I did the whole dark days shit and like with the hashtags and shit, like certain motherfucking people with fibromyalgia, certain chronic pain, chronic illness niggas follow me. You know what I mean? They just sit in the cut and watch though. And it's like, I just be putting the shit up to show like, all right, nigga, we still doing this shit. Every week ain't easy. And it ain't like a nigga just cured like, oh, we gonna act all peachy keen. But for my niggas that's dealing with it forever, like the way niggas been dealing with it, like know that, hey, nigga, we all in it. And so when I seen that post by The Rock, and I'm just like, oh, my nigga, you right, my nigga, because it's like, and I think that's like a football thing. When you look at his injuries, I'm like, shit.
Had all the injuries.
Come on, listed them. And that's the thing. Like, the reason why, like, man, watch, we're gonna talk to that fool one day. The reason why is because this. I think this is the part of, like, when I think about my football career, this is the part of the athlete that nobody discussed. I guess this isn't everything that nobody discussed. The shit I'm talking about is taboo. Nigga don't talk about depression and all the pain. You always want to be seen as the strongest nigga on the earth. But when you look at all them injuries that The Rock got, right? And it was like when I got my motorcycle accident, the homie from FedEx, he was like, "You gonna bounce back? You always bounce back." And it's like, so the thing about The Rock had fucking broken collarbone, all the motherfucking injuries, blah, 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 right? Meniscus, all this kind of shit. And he's The Rock today, right? We know him as The Rock, the nigga that's the superstar in movies, the nigga that all this shit, blah, blah. And
Invincible.
come on, The
Invincible,
Rock,
right?
The
Yeah.
Rock. But what nobody talks about, which is like the underlying theme on all 15 of them fucking injuries he listed, is that the mental anguish, the mental aspect of getting all out of that shit. Because the physical part happens, yeah. But the part that traps you, or yeah, like traps you in a box is the mental spot. Because you don't even have to be still physically feeling it, but the mental aspect is shooting the information so much and so used to it that it's actually creating it. You know what I mean? Similar to the post that I made today about smiling and laughing and shit. Where you just smile at yourself for no reason, then it's gonna create more shit, and then you're gonna actually be smiling for a real reason. But it's the same way in the inverse with the depression and all that shit. So it's like he didn't put in that post. He put in that post like, "Hey, like it looked like I'm a fucking hurt fucking what do you call it? A fucking
Buffalo or some shit like that.
hurt buffalo off to the side of the road and shit." But I'm just saying, like, through all these years and whoop 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 and pop pop, and it's like, yeah, my nigga, like, and he's a big ass dude. He still is a big ass dude. But the fucking little fucking electrical posts, the little acupuncture shits, and it's like, yeah, my nigga, like, thank you. Because it like, you know, me sitting there with my damn traction post, it was like, dang, I kind of feel like a bitch because, like, you know, society, like, nigga, don't show you weak, nigga, like, you know what I mean? But at the same time, nigga, the reason why I always say drive safe and shit is because, nigga, I didn't plan on this shit, but this is something I got to deal with. And if anybody else got to deal with it, it can be like, oh, I don't feel like doing it. Nah, that nigga Tim's doing it. You can do it too, nigga. Ask that nigga Tim. He can tell you all about fucking neck compression and all this fucking stupid ass shit with this stupid ass nerve shit. I can tell you a lot about it because we ain't gonna just sit here and wallow in the shit. But yeah, man, it's just figuring out what you can do. What you can do, even if it's a little bit of shit, man. And that's the thing. It's like I cleaned up a lot of the fucking shit. And I'm like, dang, motherfuckers. Like, if you had somebody to take care of you, they'd be like, "What are you doing? You're fucking hurt. Like, you just came from the chiropractor." And be like, "Yeah, but like, what else you gonna do? Like, you know what I mean?" And then other people be like, "The motherfucker work hard." Like, you know what I mean? Like, because it's like, all right, I'm in pain, but if I've shown you videos that I've like, this meditation shit help you deal with the pain, and it just feels like the closer the blessing get, the more the pain shit happens because it's like, ooh, let's distract them because it'll make me less productive. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but then, so the reason why I was busting out crying was is that nigga, I read this fucking post. So after Jordan Peterson, I read that shit about Jordan Peterson, and I read this fucking post right here, man. And it's just fucking like, it was, you know, when motherfuckers put in words what the fuck you be feeling and shit.
Yeah. Speaks to you.
Yeah, and I don't be feeling like, you know, like I be dealing with shit, but I don't be like, you know what I mean? But I remember my brother was saying, he talked to some like therapist person, and it was like, "Are you doing okay?" And then he was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Are you really okay?" And that's all he said. And he said, he started busting out crying and shit. And it's like, dang, sometimes motherfuckers just gotta ask you something. But yeah, man, I
For real,
read
like,
this
yeah, for
shit.
real.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? And then it make
I
you
feel
go
you.
up in yourself.
It's like no bullshit. Hey, you all right? Yeah, you start saying all the shit. Yeah.
Look, I've suffered many years from chronic pain in my neck, back, and now hips. I'm 20 years old. And I can totally relate with that last part. It's like being trapped. But what? Anything? But looking at the reply of the shit. God dog it. Hold up, is this it? Hold up, man. Hold up. My bad.
No, you're good.
Multiple. shit. And I don't want to discredit that they got the shit of the shit. This was a thing of the thing. This nigga. Yeah, this the motherfucker right here. Yeah. Woo. And because the other person's response was way longer than this person's shit. This shit is like 7 lines. I have a chronic pain syndrome. It's like living in constant torture state. I feel like I'm submerged in boiling water, depressed, anxious, and can't sleep. It's like being trapped between a life not worth living and not wanting to die. And nigga, I read all that shit and I was just like, and I was in the garage smoking. I was like, trying not to. I was like, this nigga just got hit the fucking. You know?
Oh damn!
Ugly cry, homie. I ugly cried on that, man, and just let that shit out, man. That was a cool little 5-minute little ugly cry, but like, I'm like, damn, why the fuck did that hit me? And it's like, because I felt all those emotions. Like, I know what this motherfucker's talking about. And that point, at that point, it's like, okay, cool, you ain't alone. You ain't the only person that felt like this. Like, you ain't the only person that had these fucking thoughts. Nigga just put all that shit right there in the motherfucking front of you. Cause it's like, yeah, you don't want to die, but like, damn, my nigga, like, pain 24/7 too? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, my nigga, like. And so, going through the rest of these comments, because after that I went and I zoomed in and I started reading other people's shit because I just needed to understand that it was other people that was going through shit and what did they find, you know what I mean? So then I ran across a couple of comments and like first I seen one, oh man, it's just this, pop pop. Then I see somebody else, hey, it's just this, pop pop. And somebody else, hey, it's just this, pop pop. So I'm like, hold up, man. So what they were saying with the it's just this, it was like y'all need to research some motherfucking name, John or Joseph Sarno, some shit like that. Sarno, 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 some shit like that. But basically, you got like 3 books: Mind Over Back Pain, fucking The Divided Mind. The book I ordered was called The Mind Body Principle or some shit like that. But basically, what people was referencing is that this nigga and somebody else, they said, just research John Sarno and TMS. And they like, this nigga, John Sarno, his 3 books was 1991, 1999, and 2007, right? Those were his 3 books that are revolutionary, best time sellers, blah, 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 because this nigga and the TMS motherfuckers is saying that motherfuckers with chronic pain, this shit is just stemmed from repressed emotions. And if you can go through and rid your body of these repressed emotions, then the pain will disappear at the same time. And I'm like, my nigga, it is a nerve though, my nigga. Like, what are you saying? If a nigga got into an accident and a nigga got some motherfucking bulges, some disc in his vertebrae, and they shifted and they sitting on nerves that they normally wouldn't sit on. And so when you cough, you feel like a nigga going, huh! Every time a nigga cough, like, huh! Huh! And it's not a pleasant feeling, you know what I'm saying? So you trying to tell me that that's a repressed emotion that I need to work through and this pain gonna disappear? My nigga, we was just good. How many weeks ago? 2 weeks ago, we was going good, doing good. And then Monday came, boom, I slept wrong. And then I've been in this bullshit for the past 2 weeks. But it's like, nigga, I feel I've been expressing myself through the music. I feel I've been expressing myself through the podcast. I feel I've been expressing myself through Instagram, through Twitter, through like, what do you mean repressed emotions, my nigga? I've been expressing. So I don't know, man. I'm just giving an update on where the fuck I'm at, just in case anybody else dealing with this kind of shit. Meditation helps. What was the point or reason why I brought that shit up?
He chose Todoroki from he chose Todoroki from your background. From My Hero. I was waiting for you. I was waiting for it. I was like, wow, this is some in-depth shit for picking Todoroki. Like, wow. Hey, man.
Fuck. No, so then, yeah, that goes right to it, too. So, yeah, okay, if I have any repressed fucking emotions, right, how this dude doesn't want to be like his fucking pops, yet he has shit like his pops. And the thing like me, how even with the other girl, right, all right, that girl's in the scene, I don't want to get at her, fuck that, everybody get at her, right, fuck that. But then I fucking drive to LA on a random, and then she's fucking right here at the same fucking stoplight right next to me. Like, what the fuck? So then it's like, okay, you're running from man, you don't want to be like your pops. Why? Oh man, because that nigga wasn't good. Blah blah blah. But at the same time, if you're running away from things to be like him, but those certain things that's already in you, if you just embrace them, you'll turn your whole life around.
Right. Right. Because you got to accept you have to accept it because that's essentially who you are, but you don't have to be that person or you don't have to follow those same actions. Right. But yet you can take the strength from it.
Look at him. Now you hit me with the sage. Hit me with the sage.
Yeah.
Real, man.
Same.
Soulja Boy made a tweet, man. I do not like Soulja Boy music, nigga, but I be fucking with his mindset on Twitter sometimes, man. He's saying certain shit, and I'm like, said, it was convenient today. He said, don't complain about the pain. There to force you to level up. I'm like, this nigga, you watching, nigga? What nigga you watching? Cause it's like, man, like, I don't know, man. It just be very convenient on these things, and it's like, it's gonna feel dope to say I did it even though I was in pain.
The commonalities and the specifics, right? That's what they say, or how do they say that? Right? Is that how they say it?
I don't know. Blow my mind though. You just said it.
Yeah.
The what?
The commonality is in the specifics. So the more specific you are, the more it translates to everybody, right?
Yeah,
that's what we talked about last week too. Yeah. I was gonna say something, but I forgot what I was gonna say.
My bad, man. I went on
no, it wasn't
like
that. No, it was like recent. It wasn't like the whole thing or nothing like that. Like throughout your, your expression, and you know what I mean. I look while you're talking about date of birth, or like Cancer rising and stuff. I looked up Todoroki's date of birth.
Yo, crazy! What?
Yeah, because sometimes in the middle of the shows they'll show little information cards on each character. So I was like, oh yeah, he has a birthday. I was like, let me pull up his birthday. He's born January 11th.
Yo, crazy. 111. Bless you.
Ooh, excuse me. 111. This fool's 5'9". He's taller than me. Shit.
Hold up, you ain't 5'9"?
I'm like 5'8", 5'7", 5'8".
Yeah, I'm 5'7".
Yeah. Well, Shanae is 5'8", but I go next to her and her shoulders are higher than mine. So that means I just got a big ass head.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey.
I shouldn't become a boxer.
Baba Wee.
Yeah, they hit me. But yeah, damn. Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Air sign too, though.
I don't know where. I didn't know what time he was born or whatever, but it doesn't say. Well, actually, it might. Fucking Todoroki. Wait, so you're like at season 2, season 3, something like that? Then
like season 2, because when they do the internships and he go with the short dude with the motherfucking the dishwashing gloves on and shit. He the old school OG ass nigga. Like, I gotta tell you some shit about me. What the fuck I'm at? Fucking on mic.
Oh, Deku's he's training with him.
Yeah.
With the old dude. Talking about cooking some fish stuff in the microwave. Yeah.
They fucking fought Stain and shit. And like,
he's flying all over the room and shit.
Yeah.
That dude's fucking dope. He's the one that trained All Might.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then after that, they fight Stain, and then like after that, then they saying like fucking. That's
all
the
3
next
of them.
part. That's the next part.
Yeah.
Because All Might's like, oh, there's some shit I gotta tell you that I didn't tell you.
Oh yeah, it gets better. You know what? The thing about crying watching My Hero is a very common thing. I've talked to a lot of people that cry. I don't know if you ever seen the second. You probably haven't, but the second movie, because they have 2 movies that came out already for My Hero. Second one, I teared up. I was like, oh, I was like, oh,
yeah, man.
like,
you see? Oh,
yes. Like, I don't know what it is about. About the show that just makes you like tear up. Like, it's crazy. I don't know, man.
What, you don't know what made you tear up?
No, I mean, I know it was. It was at the end. Like he was. It was like giving up something of himself, kind of thing. and what they need to accomplish to be stronger, that kind of thing like that. And I was like, oh, man, like it was hitting all those buttons along those lines.
Yeah, pulling on
So I
them
was like,
heartstrings.
yeah, I was like, dang. And it wasn't in English too, so
That's what
like
I'm saying.
you could hear their emotion in I don't know how to speak Japanese, but you hear the emotion in the voice, and then you're reading that shit, and it's just like, oh fuck.
Dude, on that first episode when he was like, you don't have the motherfucking quirk, but you still be out here looking out for motherfuckers and just gonna jump in and help, nigga, and don't even,
Yeah,
and I'm like, nigga, I do be jump because
the
that
hero
fucking
qualities.
shit, man, that shit. I seen some shit, and it's like, I just reacted in that situation. And that situation fucked me up. I can't say it fucked me up for life because I don't want to hold that, but like it fucked me up because it's like, fuck, that situation fucked me up, and it's like. But yeah, like that whole situation came full circle when I watched that shit because it made me think back to that moment. And then it's like, fuck, you low self-esteem, don't think you got no quirk, nigga. But look at you, nigga. You have jumped in and helped motherfuckers that you don't know without even knowing, like, you know what I mean? And it's like, whew, yeah, shit get heavy.
It does, man. So now we're talking about that wellness thing, and that rock thing kind of hit me in a certain place too. So I was like, because I haven't like worked out or nothing like that, and I feel myself getting sadder and sadder because like making music and it's not popping. You know what I mean? And that's discouraging. And for every artist out there, that is happening to you right now, or it has happened to you maybe last week or something, sometime recent. But yeah, so I was like, today I went to Planet Fitness. And I was like, yo, let me just sign up. It's $10.
Nice.
So I'm gonna go after work now. I get off at 12 at midnight. So I go home and I'm gonna go straight to the gym, bro. Probably 3 days out the week, maybe even more. Try at least get a mile in or something, man. It's like, yeah, I went to the store, picked up some headphones, you know what I'm saying, for the gym. So I can
So you could be listening to your beats while you in there.
listen to your beats too, bro.
Let's go.
Listen to that.
Let's go.
Get our streams up.
Hey, dude, 564.
Yeah, so I'm going in there.
Crazy.
564. Hey, what's it called? Yeah, I'm going there because the gym. Health is wealth, right? I need to go to the gym. I need to take care of the body, so then my body can take care of my mind. My mind can take care of my beats and shit. Everything comes full circle. I need to be right for my family. I need to be right for everybody, including myself.
Great. And when you can look at that rock post and know that you ain't had none of them ailments and you can prevent all the other bullshit, might as well.
Not as bad as him, no, for real. I got something wrong with my ankle. I think it broke. Or it like something's wrong with it. Like something happened to it. But I didn't go to the doctor. I know some shit's wrong with it. It's like super stiff.
Every time.
It's been like that. It pops, bro. Like, yeah. There's something wrong with my ankle and minor back pain from the car accident. And then just shit I can probably build muscles around to keep it better. Like to get it, keep it strong. When there's one mistake or when there's one thing that's weak, there's other strong things you can make stronger to compensate for it.
I was like, nigga, I want to practice right now. And I'm like, putting this I started off with 10 pounds. Well, they say start off with 10, but I put 11 pounds. Then I moved it up to 13 pounds. And then today I was busting 15 pounds. It maxes out at 20 pounds.
Did it work? Does it work?
It helps. Like, it don't feel like, all right, so from last week's pain, or remember I said, dude, it hurts when I cough, it hurts when I laugh, right? Versus now, it's less. It feels like, this is like, if I can give you a visual demonstration of what the pain feels like from last week to now, I feel like if this is the nerve, it feel like the bone, like wherever way I slept, it was like, we just gonna chill on you all week. Right? And every time I cough, it's like, ha, 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 ha. Every time you laugh, ha, 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 ha. Right? So then I went to the chiropractor last weekend, right? Bob get popped up. Bob been doing these stretches, got the traction thing, Bob. And it's like, it feels like this has the bone has raised, and just got off the nerve as hard as it was before. It's still there, but it's hovering. You know what I mean? So then when I cough, it's hey, 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 hey. Still don't feel good, but it's like, all right, let me get back to my regular pain that I was at 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean? Slowly but surely. But yeah, like, yeah, that's the mental anguish. Is how the fuck can you not feel guilty for not being as productive when you can't be as productive?
Perseverance, man. That's crazy. That's why I think that's why like The Rock does do that stuff. That's why he does make the posts of him freaking saying like you can do this shit, you can, because he probably feels the same way, maybe even worse. You never know. But this fool, he's not a fool, but you know this dude, he probably that's why he works out so hard, and that's why he does all that so much because he has a young daughter now too, and all this shit. So and he got to be right for his roles and shit. But still, like he probably does it because he is in pain, and that's the kind of stuff kind of helps it. You ever think like, you ever think about trying to like face it head on, like, or is it just too painful? Like the way you said, so it all messed it up when you slept wrong, right? Or you're positioned incorrectly for a certain amount of time, probably. You ever try to go back to that position to see if it'll kind of neutral it out?
To go back and sleep wrong?
Yeah. That sounds weird, right? Like go back into that position
like because that's where sleep with no towel on. Like go back straight up again.
Well, that's the way it was. The way that you were shifting, right? The way that you were shifted is the way that it shifted into that position, right? So, do you think if you shifted in that position again, it'll shift back? Because because like you get your head stuck in somewhere, right? The only way to get it out is the same way. Can't get out the other way unless you do surgery, right? Cut the bars. I'm just saying, I popped my knee out one time breaking. I was breaking and but it gradually popped out. Like it wasn't like popped out all the way. And I remember I had the homies carry me upstairs and like close shit up for me in my house. I couldn't walk. I was scared to walk on it because, it's freaking you're on nerves, right? You're on nerves only and it's like pinching the shit out of it. You can't walk. I remember being in the bathroom sitting there, and then I put it back into where it was at, like how it kind of did it. And then I kind of like pushed on it. It went,
oh.
And then I learned from that was the way to put it back every single time it happened. And that wasn't the first time. That was the last time.
Every single time it happened.
Yeah. It was my right knee, dude. It's like my right or my left knee, whatever. Because I learned not to move that certain way anymore when I would break. So there was a certain movement I would do where I think I was shifting weight on the wrong spot. It like, pulls the opposite direction kind of thing. It's like, ooh. I was like, wait. Let me just go back to this position. And then, but like, it's just a gradual pop out. Like, it's not even like the whole thing dislocated. I don't know if that has to deal with like my tendon or whatever. But I just push on it, it goes back. One time it didn't go back when I pushed on it, and I was like, oh no. I waited a little bit, and I did it again, and it worked out.
Man. Yeah, dude. Shit like that, man. Do your parents know about this shit, dude? They don't even know you out here with fucking dislocated kneecaps that you operating on your own self.
Oh, man. Come on, man. We don't do that.
That's what I'm saying.
That's bad, right? Does your parents know that?
No, because like think about it. You wouldn't want Dominic to break his kneecaps and be putting this shit back in. You would want to know that, but yeah, you're sitting there like, yeah, I did it. Hey, carry me upstairs. Close the garage door. Your parents don't know about this. Your homies closed up the house. Your parents' crib. And they don't know, nigga. You was carried up the stairs like you was from Princess Zamunda, man. Like,
yeah. Just place me on this bed right here. Place me on this bed.
I know what to do. Like, dude, that's crazy. You would want to know. I know you would want to know. You can't tell me you wouldn't want to know.
But I figured it out. That's the thing. That's the point. If you can figure it out, that's the thing.
Hey,
you're able to figure it out.
See, when I put the traction shit on, I sit there. Like, so right now you'll feel this pain, right? And the pain right now that's going with it, like, fucking goes right here and chills in the fucking, what is this fucking shit? Like, top of your fucking.
Oh, the little cup right there. You talking
about? Yeah, dude. Bullshit. Like, you feel it. Like, you know what I mean? And then that pain shoots down to your fingers. Blah, blah.
These ones right here? Mostly? These ones, right? The pinky and the ring finger or whatever?
Yeah, so when you put the shit on, feel like it's that right there. You know that feeling right there. You know what I mean? Like that shoulder blade thing, that whole thing, right? Boom.
Oh, right there, like right before the shoulder blade, right?
All up in the shoulder blade, middle right there, where it's tender at. That whole thing. Feel that. But when you put the thing on and pull your head up, you feel the release of pressure from you. It feels like, you know, when you holding on something and it gets real hot and then you let go, then you feel that cold air. That's what it feels like.
Oh, pressure release. That sounds like it feel good.
That shit, like, you don't supposed to be doing it in like 10, 15 minutes, starting out and shit. I did that shit 30 minutes yesterday. Like, dude, because you be there and it's like, I'd rather be like this in pain. Like, you know, I can sit there. Yeah, just sit there with your head in the little thing while I got my fucking iPad fucking learning some shit. I'm bumping some music. Yeah, dude, I'm just chilling. Or I'm sitting there listening to music. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. Yeah, man. Because it's like, how can I make the best of the situation? That's the one thing. It's like, what's the lesson teaching me? The lesson is teaching me I can sit on my hands. I can let this be my excuse so you can say, oh, nigga, yeah, you fell off and blah, blah. Or you be like, well, how did you make the best of it still? Went through the shit. How can you still make the best of it?
Yeah.
How can you be like an inspiration to somebody else who wants to give up on the shit? And they be like, you know what? That nigga doing it. I'm going to do it too.
No, that's true. Man. That's one thing. Like, if people don't see you doing stuff, they think you automatically fell off too.
Right.
That's funny. But no, I agree with you, man. If you're doing that, that's gonna strike people. They're like, oh shoot, he's doing that and he's hurt. Like I heard him talking about it on the podcast. Like he's hurt. Like he's real hurt and he's still doing it.
Still fucking doing it.
He's still doing it.
Showing up. We do this shit every week, motherfucker.
Do this shit every week. Hell yeah, we do this shit.
You know?
We do this shit every week.
Let's go. For real. My cousin sent me a pack, man. My cousin.
Vocals?
Nah. All right, so remember I told you about my other cousin. So I got two cousins who basically started out this whole music shit. The one cousin I told you about where I was like, oh, dang, I feel bad. That cousin, where he was the one who told me how to do bass lines. Oh, man, I just throw everything up out here, see what good, take shit out.
Oh, then move it around. Yeah. Oh, that's dope.
So that cousin, who's the Major Facts, her biz cousin. Boom, he sent me a couple of tracks, and I'm like, all right, cool. But then in the middle of this shit, and I don't know, maybe my other cousin Red started reading my fucking Dark Day shit or something, but this nigga sent me a pack out of nowhere, like, hey, man, like, but we doing well and all this shit, and like, yeah, we're gonna link and blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, good shit. And I'm like, this nigga more private than I am, you know what I mean? So for him to send a DM to somebody is like, what the fuck?
That takes energy. It took a lot of energy.
Man.
Blessings,
he don't be doing that. So fucking he been reaching out about, right? And then I think it was when I posted the fucking traction shit, like then he was like, oh, I see you over there. He was like, I knew you'll be the one out of all of us to do it the right way. He's like, I see you still posting. I see you doing all the shit. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, hell yeah, man, that's dope. But then I was posted the tracks and shit. Then like the next day or like 2 a.m. or some shit. And it's like, I see I'm tagged in a post or whatever. So look, and it's this nigga. And it's like, he put me and his little brother, his little brother, he lives somewhere else, but we still doing that music shit. He put in the name of the beat is called Inspiration. He was like, thank y'all for the inspiration. Because watching us still do the shit inspired this nigga to make beats. So then I get up in that morning, I'm like, oh, look at this nigga making beats. That nigga, what, nigga? Oh, shit, nigga, what, nigga? I'm like, okay, nigga. I'm like, hey, nigga, your talents is needed. Nigga, they go to motherfucking shit. Nigga, like, yo, said, matter of fact, nigga, we right here.
Yeah, they watching you, bro. That's dope. That's dope to inspire family like that, man. That's what's up.
Because if I can get all these fools to come back.
Oh shit, he's on the trap shit too.
Yeah.
So that means he's been working on
shit. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, oh, you updated. Because he wasn't on trap before.
That's clean.
Right.
Hey, man, that's clean.
So then he sent me a pack, and I'm listening to the pack, nigga, and I'm like, damn, nigga, like, these motherfuckers. So then I thought to myself, like, man, I can be the glue to all these niggas to fucking go back and do their shit and like.
Hey, man, look, I was gonna shoot you a beat so we can write on that shit.
That's all right, right? That's all right.
Yeah, I'm not laughing, brother. I'm not,
He's not laughing. He's serious.
I'm serious.
He's laughing now, but that's not pertaining to what he just said.
No, there was I've been listening to a lot of Freddie Gibbs shit, man. And I like that his earlier stuff is I don't want to say hood stuff, but like, I mean, because the shit he does rap about is some hood shit, but like his older shit was more like it was that type of rap on like hood beats, and then he goes in his later like albums is like Alchemist and fucking like, you know, or Madlib before that, and he's got a track out with that girl Joyce Rice, like that just released, and I was like, oh shit. But to hear him on like freaking like soulful beats, like shit like that, and like Alchemist is like freaking hyped ass sample fucking beats, man, like hard ass shit, like makes me want to write, man. Like it makes me want to write. It does. I was like, I can fucking write. Why am I not fucking writing?
Come on.
Yeah, it's like, why not? Like, this is the day and age where you just put shit out. Like, who cares? We have studios. Like, studios are everywhere. Like, it's not even about, oh, I want to go to fucking get some studio time and shit. Like, I got the time. It's infinite.
The time is infinite.
Yeah.
The talent is there. The knowledge is there. Because, dude, think about it. Like, can you imagine? Think about this. Can you imagine if you were an up-and-coming rapper? Like, if you start reading Curtis King book, and when Curtis King is talking about, oh, they had to make the decision between buying NBA Live or fucking Music Generator, and him and the homie, they bought a Music Generator and shit. And then they're like, well, we want to rap. But then they start rapping on everybody else's beats. And they're like, fuck, man, everybody's rapping on these beats. Nigga, we're going to rap on our own shit, but we need to know how to make beats. Like, to go from that moment right there, I want to rap, and all you're doing is rapping over everybody's instrumentals. And you sick of that because now you want your own shit. And then you want to get your own shit, but you can't get nobody to get your own shit for free. So then you're like, oh, well, I want to make my own shit. That moment of, I want to rap, and then I'm going to make my own shit. That journey is like a fucking, I don't know how many year quest. Like, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. But you know what the thing is about that quest, right? It's too serious. Like, you know, when people, oh, I'm gonna rap, right? Like the reason why I don't want to rap on beats is because, oh, now I have to do this and I have to do that. I don't have to do shit. Like I could just put a song on, put it out for fun, or not even for, well, you know, like like me and you. Let's just say we collabed on the album. You know what I'm saying? You know, maybe. You know, we got each other's beats. You know, we could go up there. Yeah, like
Yeah, we
Like we
already
can
got the
do that.
DistroKid linked.
Yeah, we got the DistroKid link. We got the splitsies. We can do all that. We all can get paid for people listening. Yeah, no. But yeah, no, like we can do that, and like, who gives a fuck if like we don't have to keep like we just keep putting shit out if we wanted to, or we don't have to. But that's our talents. Like you can write, and you obviously can write. You fucking put some bars up the other week. You obviously can spit too. So it's like, and I've been doing, I dabble, so I might as well dabble in that shit too.
Phonology, man.
Yeah. Well, besides that, bro, even after microphonology, I put some Nappoo shit out. Not NappooBeats, but Nappoo. And I was thinking about it too. I was like, man, I want another name. We talked about that too, right? If we all was
Yeah,
to rap. Yeah, I was like, I want like another name, like a cool name, a cool sentence name. Remember we were saying that shit?
yeah. That's called Quest.
Yeah, Trey got to say the whole thing. Yeah. So yeah, because that's that. NappooBeats is beats. If I want to express myself in a different light, but still correlated to the same thing, then I would like a different name. Like, oh shit, this guy featuring or NappooBeats is on NappooBeats. What?
Yeah.
Don't you know it's the same dude? What? That's the same
Yeah,
guy.
for real. I was gonna do that until I looked at the dude. He got my name, and I was like, I don't want to messy situations. Fight a nigga for a name.
Yeah, no, mine's gonna be a full sentence. No, and that's gonna be
Yeah, mine was
nobody
gonna
can.
be food for thought. That was what my name was gonna come out with before even my name Boris. Actually,
Yeah, I
thought
remember that was your like I am
my
or some
rap
shit like
name
that.
is my rap name. Yeah, for real, for
Fucking I
real.
am, bro. Food for thought. Nah, you showed me an old track a long time ago. I remember you had shown me an old track, and it was under food for thought. No, actually, you showed me your freaking book. You showed me your fucking
A rap book
yeah, and
in high school.
you spelled food for thought all on the left side, and then you wrote the shit rhyming with the beginning letter of each word on spelling food for thought. You're like, see, motherfuckers won't know this shit, but when I write this shit, motherfucking. I was like, damn, yeah, that's dope. Man, I remember having a writing session at the homie's house in Corona. I made a beat and I was like, "Oh, well, yo, let's write this. Let's write to this beat." So we were all sitting on the ground and on the couch and shit in the living room, and it was like four of us. And mind you, only me and the homie. I think it was Isaiah. Me and Isaiah were writing, and my other homies didn't write. Like they were just like, "All right, let's just try to write to this shit," or they were starting to, or something like that. I remember writing it, and I was writing like it was a weird concept, like it was an action, but is it was an action that you would describe um figuratively, but like figuratively in like a it's almost like a different dimension. It's like describing it was describing something. It was like describing art. I think it was describing art or like a graffiti piece or something like that. But it was your visualization being in an art realm like that. I remember writing that shit, and then I would hear like Isaiah's verse, like we would like, because we would when we would have those sessions when we were writing, we wouldn't only just spit it for each other. We would say it as if we were reading it, oh, my turn. You know what I mean? Like it's my turn
Mm,
to read, and we would read our shit with emphasis on certain things that we thought would make like the power of what we wrote, the power in the words that we wrote. So we would read that shit. I don't remember what I wrote, but I just remember it being a weird concept of like colors and forming into a thing and like creating a letter, but not in those words. It was rhyming words, rhyme schemes, and alliteration, metaphor shit, but all in that idea of an art piece or something like that.
fuck, that shit sounds dope as fuck.
I don't think like that anymore. That's crazy.
Because you don't put yourself in situations where you got to think like that.
Yeah, I think so. Now I feel like I feel normal. I feel like a normal
Mm,
person. I don't want to be a normal person. I don't want to be a normal person, man. Because it's fun. Like, why would you want to be a normal person? It's just fun to be like thinking about stuff that nobody thinks about,
Dude.
Especially in that aspect too. Like a creative piece, but looking at the creative piece in a different light, like in a different way, different angle, or looking at it in all angles. Like it's crazy.
When we did our lowrider song, because once again, I like coming off the way that nobody else gonna come off. So like, our writing session, it was me, my brother, and TJ, our cousin, and then our cousin Snuff, who is the one that's reaching out nowadays. Snuff, and then my other cousin M1. They was all in the room. Snuff made the beat. Lolo songs, West Coast as fuck. Got the fucking synthesizer and stuff.
The whistle.
Oh, he had a West Coast one on that he sent me in a pack too, which is dope. And I'm like, nigga, I need to get better at my West Coast shit, man. I know I need to put rides on 2 and 4 just to, I need to have that going. But it's my bounce to give it that full, like,
Dun, dun,
You know what I'm
popping shit, Oh shit! If you can pop to it, yes, a West Coast beat.
If you can pop to it,
yeah, that's all. That's what I think about. I think about poppers when I like if I make like a West Coast beat or something like that. I don't make West Coast beats like that, but when I do, that shit reminds me of fucking West Coast poppers, bro. Like people at like those events, even like lowrider car shows and shit. Like they just, how they have those dance competitions sometimes over there on like the stages and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, embrace yourself, brother.
Yeah, dude. Like I'm playing out the damn cough. I be trying to see if I can suppress it first. But yeah, if you can pop to it, or if I can see walk to it, that's what I be thinking.
But see that video of that white girl teaching people to see
walk? Put some arms in it. Put some arms in it. Put some arms in it.
Do some things with your fingers if you want.
With your fingers. Put your arms in it. She was. I was like, nigga, what? What?
What? Hey, was she wrong though? Was she right? Was her legs not looking like it? Was her legs not looking?
Hey, with some practices, she could spruce that shit up. She wasn't far off, She had the angles right. The angles was right. But bounce in the direction, but that could get worked on. Fuck, man. When I seen that shit, I forgot who posted it first. Like fucking Royce the 5'9" or something.
Royce the 5'9", bro.
Motherfucker, man. I see that shit. I'm like, nigga, I ain't watching this shit. Then I'll go on Twitter and somebody else post like Glasses Malone. And I'm like, damn it, nigga. Like, because
I
see the arms.
Is that all right?
It reminds me of the hip hop lady. Like that's that version of that.
So you don't do this. You do. you do this. That's not hip hop. Like, bitch, what you know what fucking hip hop is? No, what's it called? That's man. Real quick off the topic of freaking Royce the 5'9", bro.
He came off on that LA Lakers shit.
Yes, and you know what?
With the Fibonacci sequence, like he came off. That was a lot of shit to digest.
Yeah, what the?
But see, he's one of the inspiring ones for me.
Yeah, Royce, because he don't say dumb shit like ever.
I'm saying,
like he doesn't. Where is that? I freaking here it is. Anyway, so I screenshot video recorded that shit. I'm gonna rip the fucking vocals out there and put beat on that shit.
Oh, do it.
I'm gonna tag it like Royce.
Like Knowledge be doing with the Meek Mill video.
Yeah. I'm gonna straight bite up that thing. But because it's Royce Fine, I've been listening to him since I was in like, whatever. Since fucking high school. I think I was listening to him since high school. Yeah. What song? Oh, it was the one with Primo. Fuck, how's it go again? It's the Primo beat one. That's the only reason why I was listening to him, because of Primo, but fucking he's dope as shit. That's when him and Eminem was still beefing. At the time, a long time ago. But damn, yeah. Speaking of Royce, I'm just Dude's a freaking beast, man.
All the way. All the way. 'Cause they say some shit to get the crowd, and it's like,
It's not true.
no,
Well,
yeah,
maybe the crowd, maybe the dumb crowd.
yeah. But like, there's this dude named Simba. He comes off every time. Simba, this dude comes off every time. He's West Coast. Comes off every time. He got like a LA Leaguers. My cousin be sending me fucking freestyle shit. He's like bars, bars, and like I look at the shit. I'm like, dang, he ain't lying. No, like nigga, because once again, the cousin that's sending it to me used to rap. See, this the thing, man. Thing I don't like. What do you think? Hey, so if you was gonna do that about me, the little three, if I put my three up and be like, name three things that you know I'm good at, what would you say my three is? Use it right under my post.
I don't want to be like everybody else because everybody else would say, "Oh, you're so positive, you're uplifting, and genuinely nice," or some shit like that, right? But since I know you, I have to come off different because it would mean more to you because I know you. Um, Three things, bro. You persevere. You persevere through the stuff. You talk about it. Talk about your shit, but you power through it when you have to. So I'll say that you persevere. You think outside the box a lot. So though, even from the way you speak and the way that you talk about stuff, the reason why you stand out is because you don't speak like everybody else. But that's on a good thing. That's a good note. That's on a good note. So those two, you persevere. You think outside the box. Well, obviously, creative. I'm not going to say that shit. Uh,
The vanilla answers.
yeah, I'm not giving you no fucking vanilla answer. I gotta give you something else. I gotta give you the real shit. Um, you're a caring person. I mean, people can say that. That sounds like a vanilla answer, but that's really a deeper answer than it would be a deeper answer coming from me rather than somebody else. To put those alongside those other two that I gave. So you're a caring person, yeah. Emotionally though, you're a caring person, and it's not because you choose to be; it's because you are.
What kind of shit is that? You sage ass, anime ass nigga right here. Because you choose to be because you are. That sounds like what the other dude said, man. You don't even have to do anything. You just gotta be yourself. Just be. Nigga, what? Huh? What?
It's
What?
yeah,
You don't choose
like
to
yeah,
be,
you
you
just
just are. What?
yeah, you don't choose to be. You can't choose this. You can't choose this about yourself. You are that. You know what I mean? Like there's certain things about people where they cannot choose this about themselves. They just have it. You know what I mean? Like you've seen like a difference between J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar. Who has it out of both of them?
As
Kendrick.
what?
I think Kendrick Lamar has. Yeah,
As
he
what?
has it.
It?
It. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying, but you don't know what I'm saying, right?
I know
Like
what you said, but I don't know what you're saying because it don't sound like it's a word for it. Sound like it's a
it's not a
feeling.
word for it. He has it. Yeah. Like you listen to both of their music. Don't get me wrong, both of them are dope. Like J. Cole is dope, but Kendrick has it. He has it. And you can't this one of the shit where you can't teach this. You can't teach that shit. Like you're saying with Deku, you can't teach fucking a hero how to be a hero. I mean, you can tell him what a hero does.
Yeah.
That fool has it. That fool literally threw his fucking backpack at a monster and saved somebody who was fucking like had like the most powerfulest quirk that he knew. Right? He said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Ah!" Tears in his eyes.
Yeah. You know?
You know, you can't teach that shit. He just is. He's just a hero. That's you, man. Passionate person, bro. Caring person. Just are. And whether you want to say like, oh, nah, fuck that. Like I'm just being a hateful ass person. There's gonna be a time where you're gonna be this hateful ass person, and you just be like, "Nah, I can't do that shit," because you know it's wrong. It's not you. It's not in your bones. Shit'll just feel weird. It's like an anti you, like from a different fucking realm and shit. Like,
I know, like Justice League and shit with the fucking the bad Superman and all them fools.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
It was like, nigga, in our universe, we kill our villains, nigga.
I like that. That shit's funny. He's like, oh, nah, fuck this. Wonder Woman's fucking all these heroes and shit.
Yeah.
Batman, Superman, everybody. I'm your man too.
Fuck, man. Real shit. Still looking out, man. All right, yeah, man, because I'm trying to fucking think how the fuck I can fucking turn my shit into the shit. It always feels like coach goes back to the fucking forefront of this shit. Because all my shit is still talking about self-development. It don't matter what the fuck I'm doing, it's still self-development. And it's like, okay, if I'm a coach, who the fuck I'm a coach? And it's like, when I make that one post, it's like, this is the thing you're saying. It's saying, why are people stingy with the gyms if most people won't fucking follow through with the shit anyway? If only 5% of people actually follow through with the knowledge, why be stingy with the knowledge? Because the people that actually follow through, they always give the credit back to where they got the knowledge from.
Yeah, because it hits them a certain way. And that's the reason why they start off, reason why you always name off all these people. Because it hits you a certain way, and you're like, oh shit, blah, blah, blah. And that's why you remember. I can't remember people. But I'll remember the ones that hit me a certain way, though. If I know their names. I could for sure describe the hell out of them.
Whatever it taught you, right?
Yeah, I could describe the guy like, oh, it's a white chalkboard. He was using like purple ink, like some shit like that. Like I can do that, but if I knew his name, if it taught me some shit, yeah. But yeah, I mean, you've been coaching your whole life, bro. Come on. You was an old man when you were 6, I bet. Like you was trying to tell your mom, you're like, no, don't do that shit. So you gotta understand. Your mom tried to give you an ass whooping. You was like, I understand, mom. I'm the one that she was like,
the bill, like, you know.
Yeah.
I know you don't want to do this. I know this is gonna hurt you more than it's gonna hurt me.
He's like, I'm your boy. You don't want to hurt your flesh and blood. And it wasn't really that bad if you think about it.
That should have made my mom would be harder. What? Wasn't that bad?
Oh, it wasn't that bad. She'll give it that extra fold.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
Oh, that extra fold.
Shit. That's funny. Yo, real shit though, man. Yeah.
Shit. Hey, what's called? Jarrell hit me up. He was like, he got off a little early today. He wanted to play last night.
Yeah, I was fucking knocked. I'm down to play today though. Hell yeah.
Shit. I don't know how long he's gonna be on for, but you know what I'm saying. Hey, what time are we at?
We had that. Look at you. We had an hour and 7 minutes.
Oh, we only had an hour. It's not that much. You know. Oh, my bad.
But yeah, I was knocked as fuck. I woke up at like 2 a.m. and I was like, nah, bet these niggas. That would have been 4 your time.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, I got off at like 3. It was 3 here, so it was like 1 something over there. I'll tell them like 30 minutes or something. Give me like 30. Still long.
Y'all win last night?
Almost. We almost won a duo.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we almost won a duo. I fucked up. I jumped up and Loba freaking lasered me. He was like, I can't get up there. I got up there and I was like, oh shit, you're not up here?
Oh shit.
I fucking died. I said, damn. I was like, my bad. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, we were close, but hey, if you could jump on, we're gonna win one for sure.
Yeah, I feel it. So yeah, man. For what happened over the past week, since I couldn't feel as productive at the fucking piano keys and shit. Other books came in. I got all these fucking things called real books and fake books, right? Got this Beatles fake book, and then I got 3 real books. The R&B real book, the fucking pop.
What's that? What's a fake book?
So the Beatles fake book I got has over 100 fucking Beatles songs, but they're all in the key of C.
Oh, crazy.
So you can play the song, but they all transpose the keys to something easy as fuck. So you can still play the song and it's gonna sound like it, but it's all in C, bitch. Ain't no fucking, oh, I gotta do the half step here and not, like, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's cool. Man, that's one of, if I were to pick up a book for keys or something, it would be a Beatles book. It would be. That's like one, or like even if it's a bass, I don't know how intensive the bass lines and stuff are, but I'll pick
I'm
up a
gonna
Beatles
find
book.
out shit. But the shit isn't all in C, so it's gonna work regardless. But and then I got these fucking the real books, 200 fucking songs. But it's all sheet music. That's the thing. So it's like
How
I've
are you
been
on it?
I've been going hard on learning how to read sheet
Hey,
music.
face in the space, man.
Face in the space. Every good boy deserves fries, and yeah, all that shit.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Fries, fudge, whatever word you want to say, but it's pretty basically EGDBF.
Yeah. Every good boy does fine. I heard fine. Like when
Does
I learned it,
fine.
fine. Yeah. Every good boy does fine.
Every good boy
Face in
does
space.
fine. They say every good boy deserves fudge.
Deserves fudge? Because that's funny, right? Because that'll stick in your head. Yeah. It's been a long time since I took maybe 2 or 3. No, I took 3 freaking classes. How's that shit called again?
Music appreciation, music
theory. Music theory, yeah. I took 3 classes on music theory. It was like I had 2 basic ones and 1 advanced.
Ain't that crazy when you think about it?
Yeah, I wish I could still practice it because I knew some shit. I knew the freaking inverts and like all that shit, and I don't even remember inverses, and I don't even remember that shit no more.
Version, yeah.
Inversions, there you go.
Yeah. Because as long as you know the notes, then you play them in different spots, and it's still the same shit. You're just doing it a different way. But yeah, that's what I think about too. Because I had a piano class and I had like 2 music classes. Then no, fuck. I had the choir class that I was in uni, and then when I came to fucking VVHS, I had another music class. I was tripping off that. I was like, dude, I've had music classes.
Fuck, I wish I would have taken music classes in freaking Silverado, man. I should have been in that. But you know, he didn't.
Imagine if you was in the band and you played drums.
Yeah. I could have been fucking Nick Cannon, bro. I could have been doing all that shit.
I got a homie that's like that, dude. He got a practice pad. Like one time, he's a barber. So he's like, oh, come to my crib. So like I went to his crib and I go in and it's like pad there. I was like, man, what you doing? And this fool's he's watching YouTube on his TV, watching different drum fucking routine. Because he used to be in that shit.
Give me 1 second, brother. Give me 1 second.
Y'all motherfuckers remember Drumline. The main thing with Nick Cannon is that he had a good ass memory for knowing how to memorize the motherfucking tracks. He couldn't read motherfucking music. And one lesson from my grandpops is this, because my grandpops is an over 50-year blues veteran in the game. And they was having a dude like try out. It was a drummer, matter of fact. And he was playing on their motherfucking shit. And he was like, man, all right, now we're gonna switch to this. This is my grandpa's thought. All right, now we're gonna switch to this. He switched the song up on dude because he recognized that old boy's just trying to memorize this shit. And so then he called him out. And he was like, it'll do you some good if you learn how to read, see? Because if you know how to read, you ain't gotta wait along, see? You can be right along with it, and you can play in any kind of band. You open up opportunities for yourself, you know how to read, see?
You see that? Ah, fuck.
Not really. Look like a wood box. Look like Mancala.
Mancala?
You ever played Mancala?
Yeah,
that shit they fold the shit like they got the little marbles in it. That's what it looked like. Well, you got a Mancala box getting ready to get there.
Hold on, man. Why is it not working?
It's like you holding this dude's head right here, then it disappears, and then the Mancala box is there.
Let's see, hold on. Can I do this? There it goes.
Here we go.
This is an old school drum pad.
Oh, what?
This is rubber. This is wood. I was trying to find my sticks,
Oh, crazy.
but I have
This
it.
is your own practice pad.
Yeah,
You be doing that shit?
I be trying.
Hell yeah.
This was my dad's from the fucking 80s or some
Once
shit.
again, man. Dude, when the last time you gave your dad a hug, man?
Oh no, I miss him though.
I know, right? You know what I'm saying? For real.
He actually gave me this. He gave me this djembe last time. I have a
Damn,
fucking djembe.
that's an African instrument.
Yeah, the shit you sit on it.
Yeah, it's spelled with a D first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Djembe. Got
That's
a djembe.
dope. Man, shout out to your pops, man. For real.
Yeah. He gave me a djembe, and I gave him this freaking. He has an electric guitar, right? He likes freaking riffing on his freaking acoustic. I'm like, yo, like, he bought an electric guitar, but he doesn't have any pedals or nothing like that. So I bought him an iRig, bro, so he could go through his phone and then just like go out into the speaker with any what's it called? You could download like GarageBand and get all those pedals, right?
Facts.
For free.
Facts.
He still haven't done that shit. I was mad. I told him today. I was like, give me that shit then if you're gonna use it. I didn't say shit.
Of course not.
I didn't say that.
Implied. The energy was there though.
Yeah, I gave you. I bought you that for Father's Day. You use that yet? Come on, man.
Ungrateful. That's how you feel. You feel like the parent.
Yeah, because I know he would rip that. Like, I know he would rip it. Like I think he would just be chilling right there. He probably smoked some weed or something, but he'd probably go over there. He's like freaking just go in, man. Hey, by the way, I found my old grinder that I bought from LA, from fucking the garment district when I was out there a long time ago.
Long time ago.
Long time ago. Yeah, I was in the garment district, but my grinder was on the bottom. I didn't smell nothing. It was maybe there's some old like res or some shit in there, but
hey, I just like I'd rather deal with the weed and deal with the pain instead of be on Vicodin and Xanny and fucking.
I'm glad to hear that shit.
Filled out.
Don't please. I'm a pharmacy technician, man. Don't do that shit. Don't go onto pills like that, please. I've seen crazy ass people in and out of the fucking pharmacy, man, just yelling at me, bro. Yelling. And just to get days early to get their medicines. I need it because they take one more than what they should. They abuse the shit out of it, man. It's bad. And they yell at me, they yell at the pharmacist. I'm like, no, you can't have this shit. No, fucking yell at me. Go, you gotta get out this store. Take your prescription somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
I need to do shit for you. But don't, man. No, it's bad. I'll tell you something right now, man. Like pills and medicine is not meant to cure you. It's meant to keep you on. Unless it's like antibiotics or some shit like that.
Oh no, man. Them antibiotics gave me male pattern baldness. Fucking bullshit.
Was it that though? was it that?
Dude. Man, I researched this shit, right? Cause remember I was dealing with this shit for the 3 months, right? So I was looking, cause I was growing my hair out that whole time. I was like, man, fuck it. I'm finna just get dreads and shit. I'm finna just fucking full hippie it out. So while I was growing my hair out and shit, I noticed that like, there's a whole patch of my head, nigga. I was Einstein for real, nigga. My sides was all out, my back was out, the top was out around, and then I go, and it was like in the middle. It's like, hold up, my nigga, we ain't got no hair right here, nigga. Like it's just like you can see hair around it, and I'm like, damn, my nigga, for real. And I go to research and shit. I'm like, damn, nigga. And it's like, oh yeah, you'll see. You have hair thinning spots when you're taking antibiotics. But it'll normally come back after some months and shit.
Better hit up fucking Karl Malone, bro. Mailman shit you.
Dude. No. Dude. I just said fuck it.
It might be because you wear a hat too. You always wear a hat.
But see, the hat pushed my hairline back. I'm talking about where the fucking whirlpool is. Where the whirlpool is, and you start getting the Mr. Belding, the motherfucking Carl Winslow, the Uncle Phil.
Yeah.
So I just shaved that shit all off, man.
At least you got a beard, man. I can't grow a beard, man. I'm Asian, bro. I can't. My shit be whiskering out like little
Oh, like
spots.
fucking MI.
Yeah, man.
MI should be Fu Manchu every time you go to
No, I
shit
can't
out.
even get that, dude. I get a
Damn.
little bit and it breaks off. Like I can't. My dad has a full on beard, bro. And I'm just like, dang.
How many kids you got?
My dad? 2. Me and my brother. As far as I know, sure. Stupid, huh? I'll beat
Yeah,
him
you
up.
just gotta keep living. You got 2 kids. You just gotta keep living. So you
He
can
had
get that full
he
on beard.
he been had a beard though for his whole life though.
Oh, for real.
I used to get jealous of the motherfuckers in high school. You used to just have full on ass beards. That was you? That was you?
Nah, I just in high
Nah.
school I had my strands and then I had my little bit of shit. Just a little bit. Not a lot, but just a little bit of mustache, you know what I'm saying?
There'll be grown ass men in high school. Isn't that crazy?
It was.
Like full on ground. Like, man, you're not. He's like, how old are you?
Undercovers and shit.
15. I'm 15 years old.
Undercovers.
Yeah, hell no. Over here playing football and shit. Grown ass men playing football. Knocking people over and
Reliving
shit.
their high school days.
Yeah, they go back.
You want to go back to high school? Just go back undercover, nigga. That shit's funny. Yeah, dude. So yeah, nah, dude, I got this motherfucking kalimba. That's funny. You got the djembe. I put them fucking in the cook-up session before last. I put a West African fucking drum kit shit in it.
Yeah, djembe. It's like a snare and a kick at the same time.
Yeah, snick
Snick at night.
at night. Got me a xylophone.
I saw that he was on.
Yeah,
He was playing Little Mermaid. No, I'm just kidding. I know
dude, I was playing dun 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 dun. Yeah.
Give it to me,
It's close
baby.
to midnight.
Oh, it's the same shit. It's the same bass line.
Hold on, what was you playing?
Freaking what's it called? I heard when you were doing that bass line, I heard Rick James.
Give it to me, baby.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Right?
I never thought about that. Give it to me, baby.
Yeah, no, it's almost the same.
Which one came out first? Dun, 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 dun. Yo, give it to me, baby. Give it to me.
Well, Give It To Me Baby came out in the 80s. Thriller was in the 80s too, wasn't it?
Dang, that's crazy.
Maybe he sampled them. Hey, Rick James, first one putting freaking 808s and shit in his music. One of the first people.
Crazy. Yeah. No, it's Billie Jean. My bad. I did the wrong bass line right now. It was doom 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 boom 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 boom. I did the wrong bass line right now. But damn, that's a good discovery on accident as fuck. Give it to me, baby. Is Thriller beat?
I don't know. Let's look it up. We could be wrong. It does sound the same. Oh.
Like the fucking xylophone. Nothing but the picks though. Because it's still laid out the same way. All the keys and shit.
Oh yeah. It's still got it's the same
Sharps.
thing, except you just
Yeah,
you're still doing
just hitting it. Except now this shit though, this is only 17 motherfucking shits. It got 3 different C's.
Can I see how it looks like the front? So how do you know what's what? Oh, it's named.
Yeah. See the letters and numbers on that shit.
Oh yeah.
So with that, there's a C1, 2, 3, blah 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 goes up to 7 because these are your fucking right octave.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Marijuana.
Yeah, so it's 2 octaves on here, and then it has like 2 octaves. Anyway, 2 octaves on this bitch, but like, so you got C1, then you got C1 with a dot, then you got C1 with 2 dots. So when you get to the 3rd octave, it's 2 dots, but the 1 dot is fully represented and the no dots is fully represented. Now, this shit, it alternates from left to right, pop, 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 right? So C is middle C. You go left to go up to D, go right to go up to E. Go back to the left to go up to F. Go back to the right. G.
Because you're playing left and right thumbs rather than
exactly
going and what a splitting headache.
So now the reason why they did it like this, because they call it the thumb piano, is because now you can be playing the melody and the bass line at the same time.
Yeah.
So like I put up that one post, which was dope because then some fucking kalimba motherfucking players started following me and liking my shit. And I'm like, nigga, what the fuck is this? So I'm looking at their shit. This is one girl from Russia. Nigga, she got like all kind of shit. She been doing this shit for years. Nigga, like her Instagram post. Then you see how she got better with her Instagram post. But like basically the vision is like this, right? From this kind of angle. And then she's sitting there with her hands. And I'm like, nigga, this is dope. Remember how we want to be producers? We want to show our face? Nigga, all she doing is showing her fucking thumbs, nigga. I'm like, this is dope, nigga. I just be a kalimba artist, nigga. And then she's just transposing the songs. Because these still got the same notes. The thing that's crazy too is that they got chords and shit. So like, got C.
How'd you do that?
It's C, E, G, just like what it'll be. But you hit it at the same time.
That's crazy.
Then you got B or D, C, D.
That's a straight up baby. That's like a baby instrument. Like,
yeah. It's dope as fuck. I love it. Yeah, you should give this to your babies.
I'll order one right now, actually. How much did it cost? $20?
Basically, $17, $18. Like that.
Yeah, I used to play Dominic when he was young. I used to play him Kanye West lullabies. And have you heard those before?
No.
So it's all like Kanye's like hits, like, you know, back in like 2000 whatever. And it was all his hits in a lullaby form, basically on the kalimba.
Dude. So look, so the first song I learned so far is fucking. Hold up.
Set. It's really peaceful.
Here's a little song I wrote.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry.
Damn.
So yeah, dude. I'm like, hold up, man. And you look up. Come on, man. No electronics. We don't need no electronics. I don't gotta plug no phone in. This is fucking instant entertainment.
You know what's funny too? What's funny is that you bought the blue one.
Shut up, man. Shut up.
What's fucking funny, man? You're a funny ass dude, man. I see a black one. This black one looks dope.
You see, the wood was look cool too.
The wood one is either wood one. I was like, the first thing that caught my eye, I was like, wait a minute, he did buy the blue one. I see it's blue. Oh, it's funny. You're a funny guy, man.
And the funny thing too, I had a blue xylophone at first too, but that was a 27. It was only 27. The one I ended up with was a fucking 30. So that's why I had to get that. Yeah, man, I got a blue xylophone.
Oh my god, dude. Hey, it's all good, man. You know what I mean? That's how it is.
You gotta live life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
life is good.
Oh, crazy! There's a teddy bear one. I wonder what that sounds like.
Kalimba?
17, it says. Is that yours? Is 17?
Yeah, 17 times. Dude, I looked up this shit. That's the thing, though. I could fucking learn new shit quick. Oh, my nigga got a new logo? Let's go.
Who got a new logo?
Pezzo.
Oh, shit. This one's dope.
Shit.
I want this bear one. There's a cat one also.
Oh, what? You got designed ones?
It's a bear one. Yeah, it's like a bear. It's in the head. It's like a bear head, and it has like a bear underneath. But I don't know how it sounds, so I don't know if that's
Man, yeah. I think when I looked it up, they said like you get 3 different tones or 3 different somethings out of them.
because you have a bot. Your body is like hollow.
Is it? What that mean?
Like it's like a guitar. The body has like the little circle right there, right?
Yeah, I like it because then I can do shit like this and go. Right?
Like because you're you're opening.
You gotta thumb the hole real quick.
Just shake it a little bit.
Shake it a little bit, thumb the hole real quick.
You thumb
and give it that little vibrato.
You a nasty man. Talking about thumbing the hole. Let's see.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, this one's dope. Actually, I do like this wood one.
But this is
in God. Says in God we trust. Yours say that too?
Mine should say Eagle Rock, East Rock. Where you see God we trust at?
I don't know. This is one that's $20.
Hey man, this motherfucker's clean, nigga. It's wood still, but it's blue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you. I like this black one.
Fucks with it, man. Rod, you gonna like it. Is it? And then like when you playing music, you're just go to the first octave. Then you know, like you'll start to get the hang of it. Like when you know, like all right, I know that's. And then like, dude, I looked up all this shit, how to fucking tune it, hit the hammer. Like that's the thing. Like if somebody's like, oh man, I need you to learn how to do some new shit. I'm like, what? Where? What? What? You need you to learn how to use this kalimba. Okay. Then I come back. All right, that's how you use this shit, motherfuckers. And let me show you what I'm like. Here you go.
Here he goes. Can I get the common blind boy Calhoun that I stole all of my pennies?
Fuck.
They stole all his pennies, bro. That's messed
fucked
up.
It is. It reminds me of fucking Half-Baked.
They stole all my pennies. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Half-Baked. His money went up and they got ice cream.
You know, good, dude. So yeah, man, I got all these fucking instruments because it's like, okay, if I can't be sitting at the motherfucking, I want to play. Not gonna let nothing deter me from being on how to express myself musically, because all this shit is language, and it's like the more you know the language, the better you are at speaking. Like how you was trying to say it earlier, man. So like, I know my theory. It don't matter which instrument I pick up because then I can still accomplish something. So now when I wrote all these shits down, I got 7 instruments. And I'm like, okay, well, I just want to make a track with all 7 of my instruments. I got a fucking kalimba, I got a guitar, a bass, shakers, a tambourine, a xylophone, keys, and then use the fucking drum pad. Come on. There's going to be some heat some kind of way.
Yeah.
When you made that post, another one of my cousin posted it. My other cousin I've been doing the music, he posted it and was like, oh, this is tough. Where you posted the dude sitting in there in the living room and it's the homie playing the bass. And they got like some old lo-fi sounding ass, chill ass shit. That shit was so luscious and beautiful.
He had the thing in her.
Yeah, like Talkbox looking shit. Yeah, Talkbox 2.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah, the guy is bass. I want that neck, bro. That's why I got the bass. I want the.
So you can do it.
I want
do it, man. I'll live vicariously through you, man. Do that shit. Please.
Oh, yeah. I'm about to get this Vox bass plug piece so I can hook my headphones into this shit. I can just like. So right now, like I don't have to have a heavy ass bass playing while I'm doing the shit.
I thought you said you wanted an amp.
I could be standing up. I do want an amp. I'm talking about when I'm practicing at night. I want it all, bro. Come on, don't say
hold up though. I know. But fucking Gemini said, fucking. If you run it,
yeah, duh, man. I know that.
I want it all too. I want it all, and I want it now.
I want it all.
But if you send a bass signal over to your computer, you can't plug your headphones in and hear it out of your Apollo Twin.
Yeah, of course you can do that.
But you saying you don't want to be at your computer and you want to be able to do that at the computer.
Hey, the same. The same way that you like your kalimba standalone is the same way I want the bass to be.
Big, big.
I don't want everything to be plugged in. I don't want to be plugged in all the time. I'd rather be. I want to be able to be in the garage or some shit, fucking practicing or something like that, or yeah, something, like I gotta be able to hear music while I'm playing too. I guess that's the way to do it, right? You just start finding your fucking like that shit.
Dude,
I
they
don't know
put
what
you
that
on the
is,
bass
but I want to do
videos
it.
and shit.
One day, man. I don't care how long it takes me to like to actually learn how to play. I just want to be able to play. I want to be able to play like that when I'm old. Just be chilling in there with my fucking
Busting a
some
random.
tea or some shit. Yeah, yeah, random just play with my grandchildren or some shit. Like, oh hey, let me show you some shit. I'm like, oh shit, granddad.
That is one thing I was looking at, like for the people that's like, when I'm looking at the videos of playing injured or whatever. Like, I'm so glad I learned the piano. I'm 68 and I'm still playing. I'm 67 and I can't imagine never not playing. And I'm just like, damn. Like everything that I've always chosen is always like age proof shit.
Yeah, and that dude that I sent you, the guy who was just like fucking possessed, like he was just like. He's like, yeah, like he was
Jose
just having a
Molina or
normal.
some shit like that.
Yeah, he was just like, yeah, like having a conversation. He was like, yeah,
Yeah.
he's a
Yeah.
crazy, right? Like, I
Yeah.
can't believe I'm doing this.
I can't. And then like a video I watched earlier today or yesterday said, when you watch shit like that, no, it was the girl earlier today, Christine Moran, fucking Canadian concert international pianist. I watched her 40-minute fucking sales pitch earlier today. It got me through YouTube, man. Fucking YouTube ads, man. The thing that got me with this ad was I was like, because yeah, she was fine as fuck, but like fine Asian lady. But but she was Canadian, so when she said a boot, but when I'm watching the video, I'm like, you know how at BBC they got that lake part where that divides like half of the shit.
Yeah, the lake. Yeah.
Yeah, so like then there's grass on one side, right? So imagine that grass in the lake part. And then imagine just some grand ass piano and a lady sitting right there playing like fucking Chubbs from Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, I got my hand back. Happy.
Yeah, exactly. It's so while I'm watching.
Needs now. You could do it, Happy. Just to get your happy place. Sorry, I'm sorry, man. That part's good. That part's I got my head.
Oh, you to live.
Yeah, that part was good. Fight and promises. Freaking dude with the beer. He's all like,
yeah. Only just begun, man. Oh, fuck.
That's a good song. You should learn that on the piano, bro.
Man, I'll learn that shit on the kalimba.
Yeah, Clement, I'll sing. Hey, man, I'll go there on the mic and sing, bro. We have our freaking thing.
Just begun.
Yeah, that's too high. That's too high. Right. You gotta go a little lower, please. Just begun. It's all begun.
Just begun.
I got my hand back. I got my hand back.
Got my hand back, Happy. Oh, man. But yeah, I was watching the commercial like, how the fuck did they get this granddad's piano out here on the grass in the middle of the forest and shit by this lake, my nigga? Like, who would y'all had to fucking thank you? That's what I'm saying. While I'm watching the commercial, I'm like, nigga, y'all had to put this shit on a motherfucking trailer and take this shit specifically out to the motherfucking forest to put it by the lake so this girl could film this damn commercial, man. That shit is funny. She's playing all gracefully and like playing green screen, and I'm just like, nigga. I got hurt. Oh, but the point is that once you learn the fingering techniques, when you see those riffs and runs like that, you won't look at it as like astonishment and amazement because it's like, oh fuck, his fingers is moving so fast. The girl today said, your body is already ergonomically made to play fast, to play what's called. It's that the fact that you just don't understand. It's not the fact that, oh, you think you need to learn these things. It's that you just need to learn the language in order to learn how to speak. She said it's just like being a baby. Like you learned how to speak before you actually learned how to spell and do math and all the other shit. But then as you learned the vocabulary words, so then you knew what the fuck you were saying, but you knew how to communicate some basic shit. So when I was watching it, I just took that same knowledge that I just learned. I was like, looking, I'm like, oh shit, this nigga just, and he ain't looking too, because that reminded me of Josh Wright. Josh Wright, I'm looking at the videos, and he's like, oh, they put the blind dude at the table. Because he was talking about sight reading. It was like, yeah, they put the blind guy at the seat, and he felt around for a little bit. He was like, and this was the piece he played. And I'm like, nigga, a blind motherfucker. And so he was talking about crazy. Sight reading without looking at your hands. And I've been going in. I've been going in.
Hey, Jarrell just hit me. He hit me up. He's like, you still trying to play?
Dang, dude, it's at 30 minutes. It is an hour and 40. It's an hour and 40 now. What did we say? It was an hour and 7? Dang, hour and 7 dude.
Last time.
That's
real
crazy.
Quick, if you're down to do this, real quick, this week for music wise for me, I did I do that? Oh, was it last week that I put up a new beat on BeatStars. That was last week, right? I said
3 beats.
Yeah, I had 3 beats. So I did the paid advertisement on BeatStars and on Facebook. So I put 35 on each of them. So I got like a lot of likes on the other one. Like a lot of likes on the post on Instagram. I didn't see the ones on Facebook, but then I'm doing the one on BeatStars right now, and it's gonna end like March 6th or some shit like that. So like basically $5 a day.
Thursday.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is that I'm gonna need to just pour out more money. Like you're just gonna have to put like $200 into a post or some shit like that.
Saying through Instagrams?
Either or. I mean, to get as many widespread people, you know what I mean? And because it looks like it was like, I forgot, I did the math. It was like every 20 people that viewed it, one person listened, kind of thing. So I got to do the math for that shit. I don't remember if it's
viewed it, one person listened.
Yeah.
This is through BeatStars?
No, through Facebook, Instagram. Yeah, that actually clicked to go into the BeatStars page to listen to it. Yeah. Let me just reply to him. Let me get it on right now. My bad. It's mixing up with our shit.
But see, and that, so I was thinking about that too, man. About that, I'm putting all this shit into perspective. Because it's like, what's the difference? Remember, I was saying like, what's the difference between you waking up and let me get on Apex versus you waking up, oh shit, I got to do 30 beats and let me do another beat. That waking up and drive to do a beat versus waking up and drive to play Apex, 2 different drives. And why is the Apex one easier, right? For me, when I'm like, fuck, mixing the next beat that I'm gonna release, or I can fucking Street Fighter or any other kind of game. Why? Because I can sit like this with a towel on my fucking neck
and play.
Versus all the other shit I gotta do. I gotta sit like this with the towel on my neck and think real hard on what the next decision is gonna be and make another decision and another decision. And all these decisions pile the fuck up.
Yeah. No, it's true, man. It's true because I do want to make a beat though. I do want to make a beat. I'm making beats tomorrow. I'm actually excited to make beats tomorrow. Just because I haven't made a beat actually, you know what? I've been making a beat every day almost. I haven't been posting anything though. That's the thing. I haven't been recording it. It feels good though. It feels good to just be creating of my own volition. Like no secondary. Like I don't have like a what's it called? What's the word? You know, when you're doing something, but then you have something like a secret agenda, like an agenda about it, you know? Like I have to post this for Chop Section, or I have to do this for this. Like it feels good to take a break from that. But I think I'm gonna go back to making more videos every week again though too. I made that decision too to do that right now because I'm saying that shit right now on fucking producer thoughts. Because if we say shit on here, we got to do it.
Yeah, even if it's gonna be a 24-minute video.
Damn. Immediately, bro. Immediately. It's all right, man. Hey, it's all good. It's all good, bro. You did it. It's out the way.
No, yeah. I'm just saying for everything that we say we're gonna do, we actually fucking do that.
We did it, yeah.
Yo,
Everything we've done, we've done it. And it don't matter if freaking broken vegetables is almost it's not almost it is almost finished. So
it
just
is
like
though. It is though, y'all. It
yeah.
is.
And I
It
forgot I had a
is.
djembe. Like I'm gonna use
You
the
know?
djembe in
See
the
what I'm
shit. Yeah.
saying? And I didn't have no xylophone and kalimba at first to put in my shit, you know?
That's true. This week, Aaron A. Kane.
Ooh, I
Freaking
heard that over there. I was like, hey, let's go.
he sent me that shit.
In
He
the
tagged up.
stories,
Yeah. So I don't know if I'm leaking anything or whatever, if anybody's listening.
I just saw something in the stories and I was like,
Yeah.
ooh, here we go. 800 my credit score. Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was hard. That's a hard ass bar. He's putting out a tape with or a little
Dilla.
with E McDilla. That song's going on their project. So I appreciate you, Kane, bro. You always every time I send you a beat, you always use it. You're very dependable on that shit, and that makes me feel good that my music's getting out. So if you are listening, brother, I really appreciate that shit. Um, because there are people that I give my music to, and I mean, it's not. I'm not blaming them or anything like that, but you're the person that I always see turnaround with. So that you're the person I'm gonna feed beats more to. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what it is. But that shit was hard as fuck. I was like, dang, yeah. It was, and it wasn't one of my boom bappy beats. It was one of my like trappish beats. You know. So that was good. But for this week, man, at least 3 beats. I'm gonna try to do 3 beats tomorrow, and if I could get more out, then I will. And I'm gonna put more up on the BeatStars because my road to 30 beats on BeatStars needs to happen because it's March tomorrow, isn't it? March.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everybody's starting to get them income taxes in. You know what I mean? So at least we getting them in at like by the end of March. I should have 30 beats up, if not more than that. And oh man, Louis hit me up the other day. He was like, "Hey, you still got that BeatStars?" I was like, "Hell yeah, I got BeatStars." And I sent him the link. He's like, "Man," he's like, "You know what, man?" He's like, "Your catalog of beats on BeatStars is dope as fuck. You have a nice collection right here, man." And I was like, "What the fuck?" Like I was like that. I was like, "Hey," I told him I was like, "That hit me right here," because now I do work hard on them. You know, we work hard on our music, and people want to buy it for $10. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just like, oh, like it's worth more. It feels like it's worth more. And for somebody to say that, like, I just want more people to hear it so they can feel the same way he feels when he listens to it. It makes him want some, it makes him feel like it's good. Like, it feels like it's quality. You know what I mean? That's how I feel when he commented on this shit for me. So I was like, man, yeah, I felt good. So that's what happened with me this week with music. It's not as workload. Like it didn't have a lot of workload, like with as far as like output of production, but it is helping me gain more inspiration and that kind of thing for me to produce more this up and coming week. Because I feel it now. I feel inspired. Like I did feel down a little bit and just like, oh damn. And the inspiration came back as soon as I got a little wine in me, bro. Like I'm not gonna a little wine got said, oh shit. I feel happy. Like it's a little happier now. And I'm not throwing back shots or nothing like that. You know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to get all freaking all drunk and shit and having these like what are the made up emotions, you know what I mean? Just a little wine, you know what I'm saying? Loose because sometimes you just gotta release the stress of a little bit of stuff. Because your life is stressful, man. Decisions are stressful. People are stressful. You're stressful to yourself. Unwind with some wine or some weed. Fuck it.
Either way, hit one of the W's up, and then you'll be winning.
Yeah, exactly. That's the 3 W's: wine, weed, and winning, bro. Like,
for
that's
real.
a t-shirt. WWW.
Right? Hey, yeah, but that's why I be saying the same shit about meditation. Today you gotta have something put in.
Yeah. What you working on this week, though, man?
what I'm working on this week is like we're either gonna put out. So I watched Pensado's Place. They said, I think music's shifting back to the point where we're gonna put out music that has fun again and shit like that. Instead of everything being depressing, and I'm like,
Yes.
damn,
Oh,
nigga,
thank God.
shut up.
Hey, no, it's true though, right? I mean, nothing against you, what you've gone through and stuff, but there was just this whole slew of depressive music. Like, I'm happy that there is a shift because I mean, everybody don't want to be depressed all the time. Honestly, I don't want to be depressed all the time. I know you don't want to be depressed all the time. We all got to feel happy and shit.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna put out fucking We Dip. That's my little like K-Tronada-esque. That's the one where fucking Creo sent me. Yeah, I guess it's K-Tronada's brother. Keys or something like that.
Is it? Is he his brother? I don't know that name. Hey, you know what? I hit up Creo before we got on. He said he was driving home from like a Azusa or some shit, or I forgot where, someplace.
Still follow through. Hey, it's all good.
I
You
did.
follow through.
He didn't hit me back. So I was like, all right, man.
Follow through. It's all good. We'll get it. Hey.
Sorry, motherfucker. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, Creo, don't hurt me, please. No, yeah, man. Oh, did I play this beat? Oh, I played this beat when Oh, this is not one. Remember we were playing Apex and I was playing this.
Who's playing Apex?
I played this beat when we were playing Apex before. I was like, I was just working on some beats. I was waiting for you to jump on. That's my song cry one. Sounds like it.
Yeah. Like
that's going up on a BeatStars. Yeah, that one's going on BeatStars. This other one I named freaking Hero of the Red Sun. HIRO. So it's all Japanese shit.
Oh shit.
This shit sound like this. I don't know if you can hear it. Listen.
Reel it up.
Hell yeah, man. This shit's crazy. That shit crazy. Like, I like it because it gives you like this, like, oh shoot. But I need it like with the drill beats. I gotta change up the drums every so often and the bass line a little bit so often. But it still has to have that. I don't know that shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't look at me. Don't look at me. But you know what I'm saying, man.
I know exactly what you're saying.
I'm learning, bro.
I'm gonna get him on this fucking thing, man. I'm gonna fucking shoot him an email. Fucking, I was in Ryan's fucking stream earlier today. He was making a track and like he wasn't like in the direction he was going in. It's like, all right, so I know what I'm about to do. New track.
New track. Here we go.
He started going through loops and shit, and he's like, like, oh, I can make a real easy drill beat off of this. Like, matter of fact, I'm gonna do that. And then so he started going, like, look, I can make a real easy drill beat within an hour on this. Watch. Start going. He fucking getting the sample timed up. He put in his bass line. He put the hat. See, when I looked at, I think it was Ocean. I think I looked at Ocean's video on how to make drill. He was the one who emphasized like the velocity aspect of it, to where like do the triples and shit to bring down the velocity on some. So then instead of it going, it goes. You know, it's that little.
Yeah, it's the dipping. It's the rhythm. Yeah,
it's the dip and the rhythm to give it that. You know,
yeah.
That part made me go like, "Fucks with it."
Is your K-Tronada shit?
Similar.
Hold on, I don't like that staccato-y one. I like.
Similar. Now all you gotta do is the bass.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
I like
fucking, that could be remixed to like an internet song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think I can do it. Like, so I'm over here I'm at the basic steps of it to where it sounds okay, and then if I add more shit, yeah, I think I can make it into something. But yeah, it's fun to do those beats. I like that shit. I like them K Tronada beats, man. Those 2006 K Tronada beats.
Yeah, right. You know what I mean? Not current cases. No. But yeah,
That shit's dope, man.
it was the bounce to this shit, man. Plus, I put a lot of aesthetics in my little shit too, so I think it'd be cool because it's something to bounce to, something to, you know what I mean? If you're bouncing, you're not sad.
True. Yeah, your mind is what's it called? Oh, man, I'm sorry. The song that used to get me from K Tronada was the Janet Jackson remix. Do you remember it? If I was a girl, the things I say to you. That shit. Yeah. Do you remember his the remix of that? He remixed that shit. I'll send it to you, man. When we play Apex, I'll send that shit to you. Yeah. Oh yeah. So what else you about to do, bro? I think that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. Is that shit. Yeah. Get my shit up.
Because it feels like if I just go through this one book, it's gonna kill all the birds.
Yeah.
Then I want to make a cinematic track, man. I finally got this damn mixer, and like I was watching on them fucking tutorials, Giovanni Marco, fucking you gotta get expression, vibrato, modulation.
Like, yeah, man, freaking let the panning, bro. It's on.
Dude, and that's the reason why I got this one versus the PreSonus Fader 8 port. Because that one only has one fader versus this shit got the fucking pan knobs on top of each one. You know what I'm saying?
So, it only has one, the PreSonus?
PreSonus only has one pan knob. And then you gotta click the individual channel and then you change it on each individual one.
So you can't do it at the same time?
Nope.
That's weak, man. Hey, man, this MPK though, this shit you can do it at the same time, bro.
Know what I'm saying?
I haven't done it yet though. Right now I'm only using like 20% of this thing, which is the keys and the fucking drum heads. That's all I need, bro. That's all I need.
Hey man, just give me the bare necessities.
Yeah. Really? Hell yeah, man. I like this too. I like that this shit is on here. You should see my setup now. I bought this IKEA table thing that kind of pops up my stuff. And now I have my slide out table. Except my piano's free from my actual computer. Like the Mac Mini's up here and my Apollo's up here. Shit's looking cool, bro. You know, just over here. I'm like, it feels like an actual station. Now I just need like a fucking racks, you know what I mean? A racks little fucking filing cabinet thing right here. Should be cool, man. But yeah, brother.
Split sheets in there.
You know so.
Video time.
Hell yeah. Fucking write down in this shit.
Man, I seen a When I Am video the other day, and then his mom was saying like, "Oh, yeah, you should get a regular job and all this." And he's like, "This is my job. I'm not getting paid for it yet." I was like, "Man, you know what? Real shit." Then I seen another quote in that same week that said, stop listening to these people that tell you to be realistic.
Yeah.
Because being realistic is how you never innovate. Being realistic is how you just end up being mediocre in life like everybody else. Because if they say be realistic, everything realistic is nothing phenomenal. Everything realistic is nothing extraordinary. Like you didn't break the mold by being realistic. You just jump back in line with everybody else and just jumped into the rest of the sheep line. Like, yep, all right, I give up. You're right, guys. Let me not follow my dreams just like you. Let's be realistic.
Somebody said that shit to me at work. She's like, I guess I'm like a realist. I was like, ugh. I was like, a realist? I was like, do you think that's even a thing? Like, he's like, so you just conform to based off what you know and what you've seen. That's how you base your decisions off of. I was like, that's fucking boring. That's boring. I didn't say fucking. I just said that's boring.
Yeah,
in my head,
it was implied.
Yeah, I was like, yo, like, I was like, I don't want to. That's how I said to him. I was like, I don't want to be normal. Like, why do you want to be normal for? Being weird is like the best thing. Because like
being normal is mediocre.
Yeah, I'm not mediocre. I am. I'm just kidding.
I'm like, damn, what?
What the Gemini shit? You just fucking flip.
I know, right? Flip, flop, slip, slop. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Yeah. Somebody else jumped out and said, he was like, I am me. Well, nigga, what?
Shit.
Tell that nigga to shut up, nigga. He needs to get back in the cage.
Yo, what time are we at right now?
At 2 hours.
Oh shit. We'll get some Apex.
Yeah,
You want to get some Apex there?
Yeah,
It is 12. If we do get some Apex, then I want to get in a little bit because I gotta go to sleep too because it's Monday tomorrow and shit. But this is dope, man. I'm glad you said everything that you said earlier on and all the shit that you've been going through this past week, 2 week, 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? It helps. It does help, and then we get to see the perspective on you and all the shit that you're gonna be producing and stuff during this time and what you can do. It shows what a human is capable of. It's dope, man. It's dope. I commend you. Let's go.
Hey,
and we don't get that win tonight. We don't get that win tonight on Apex.
You already know, man. NappooBeats gonna get another 6 kills. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I hope so.
The MVP, man. But yeah, dude. Yeah, man. We do this shit every week. We do this shit every week. We do
this shit every week.
Y'all motherfuckers stay encouraged.
Hell yeah. Shit. Hey, hit us up if you want to be interviewed because we want to talk to you. Because we want to talk to you. We want to know what's up. We're
natural coaches. We're natural encouragers. We're natural people that can give you an outside perspective, but a real one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Feel free to show us any music because I want to be inspired. We want to inspire. It's all good. So hopefully we can get Ryan on. That'd be dope. We try to get Creel on in the next episode, maybe. Yeah. All right. Just so we signing off. NappooBeats, salute. Pow, 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 pow. Yeah, brother. We out here. We out. Digga.
Small boobs.
Titties.
Iliola.
Brails.
It's a lot
fat bitches.
Big booty hole.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said fat bitches. That was random. I'm sorry, guys. No, I don't mean to say bitches. It just sounds funny. I'm sorry. It just sounds funny. I don't mean it in any way. I like them too. Shit.
Yeah, man. Uncle Luke taught me.
Man, I'm gonna go get my PlayStation controller. All right.